Hello. We are playing Cinco Paus once again. Let's go. I I suspect only the true hardcore fans are still watching this at this point. 9 episodes in, with each episode being multiple hours long. But this is the best part of the run. So everyone else is missing out. So congratulations to you, hardcore fans, for still being here. Um, yeah, I really do think this is here's something interesting about or something funny about Cinco Pause is that the arc of a Cinco Pause run is kind of like life, in that you start out uh the run is born, and you're kind of just like bumbling around, and you don't have any special powers yet. And you maybe die to something that was not your fault at all. Or maybe not die, but you maybe okay, I don't know, it's hard to exactly put this metaphor, it's hard to explain the metaphor, but early on you don't really know what you're doing. You don't there, you, Nothing is coming together yet, but then kind of in this mid game period that we're in right now, like things start coming together. You kind of like get a direction for your life, for your run. And yeah, you start to get a sense of like where this is going, and things get easier for a while. And then at some point uh things just kind of slowly start getting harder again. And but also at that point things start getting harder again, but like you kind of used to what you've got going on. You're used to your build. You're comfortable. You know what's up, and you can maybe deal with it. But things do start getting harder again, and then you die, or hopefully ascend. But yeah. So I think all that to say, I mean, all that to say something that I think is funny. But all that to say, the reason I brought that up is that I do think this is kind of the most fun part of the run. Like things are starting to come together. You don't yet fully understand how best to use all your artifacts, and also how best to use all your artifacts is still kind of potentially changing from one Jogo to the next, because you're still getting upgrades and stuff. So it's a really yeah, it's just the most exciting part of the run to me. At this point, at least, like having played the game a ton, this is the most like typically there's this part of the run is the most dense with like interesting new strategic ideas to potentially come up with. Um, but also this run is gonna be, yeah, I don't know. I already mentioned this, but because we don't have the OP cape, the broken cape, this run, things are going to be pretty different. Oh yeah, one thing that I thought about after last episode, um, about the cape. One thing that I realized is that maybe we should go ahead and like now that we know that we're not getting the broken cape, maybe we should go ahead and adjust our, like, how much we value certain things. Like, should we value keys and gems differently? Should we go ahead and value treasure chests more because we're not like really racing to get that cape upgrade that's gonna instantly accelerate our score potential quite a bit. Um, now that there's not this one thing that we're really trying to get to go ahead and boost our score potential. I do think we should probably de-emphasize keys and gems at least a little bit, especially gems. I mean, keys are still really good because they're getting you an extra room. But yeah, I think treasure chests have become, now that we know what's going on with the cape. I think treasure chests do suddenly become at least a bit more valuable. And also, but there's still a lot of scoring potential to be gained by upgrading our artifacts. Also, yeah, this is going to change. It's actually good. It's a minor blessing that we at least, if we were going to get these bad upgrades on this bad cape, it's at least a minor blessing that we got it pretty early, like before we got any upgrades on the Haruspecs, any upgrades on the trash can, or any upgrades on the mushrooms. I don't think it changes how we would upgrade the mushrooms at all. And I'm not sure if it would change this either, but it's at least going to change how we upgrade the Haruspecs. I think. Like we might take the first upgrade on Haruspecs now, which we would definitely not have taken if we had the cape we were going for. Okay. I think that's all I wanted to say about all that stuff. And yeah, we can maybe go. We got our arm first again, which is convenient because that's the first thing we wanted to use probably. Should I just go ahead and do this? I mean, okay, we want to check the left and right walls here after grabbing this. Again, really a shame that we've got that we don't have this book up. No, we don't have the book upgrade instead of instead of the heal maybe. But I guess with this build, swap is maybe not going to be that great for us. We're not going to be the highest value thing. But again, we had no way of knowing that. We were going for that great cape build at the time that we picked this. So yeah, I could go ahead and pick this up and then step down and punch a shrimp. It would be nice if this shrimp moved before this shrimp and blocked it off, because then I could grab this, step down and punch twice and kill both shrimp. And these lizards are both going to move upward at least once, maybe twice. And so after, if that shrimp thing goes the way I want it to, then after that, I should have some time to shoot one of these lizards with this wand, which would be great, from here or here. So that all looks great if this shrimp steps first. But if this shrimp steps first, I mean, maybe I can use another artifact to stall a turn and then punch this other shrimp. So yeah, that seems pretty good. I don't really see the alternative. I don't think. Also, I'm wondering, can the secret room be here? I don't really think it can. My suspicion is that the secret room will never be next to the entrance. But one interesting thing that I know about room layout stuff is that if you haven't moved the door, if the door is in its default position and you enter the next room, there will never be an enemy right next to you. The game has already, I feel like, determined what's going to be in the next room. I'm once again moving my mouse off the screen, off the recording area. But there's a room down here. There's a Zona 2 or something. Yeah, Zona 2 down here. And I feel like the game has already placed enemies in it and placed them such that none of them will be adjacent to me right when I step into the room. And the reason I think that is because if I move the door so that I'm entering Zona 2 from a different direction, suddenly that rule no longer exists. There can be an enemy next to me, but there can't be an enemy, from where that door from where I originally would have entered based on the default door position here. So all that makes me think that maybe my theory is that there's a similar thing for the secret room, because I don't think I've ever entered a Zona and immediately had the secret room adjacent to me. But maybe if you I was going to say maybe if you move the door and enter the maybe how do I explain this? So maybe like think about like coming from the previous room, like coming from the previous room. Let's say this was the default door position to like the default door position from the previous zona before this one was here, and so I entered here. So in that case, there wouldn't be able to be a secret room here. But if I had moved the door in the previous zona to like here or something, then I would have entered here and maybe could have had the secret room right there. The weird thing about that is I think the secret room has to work differently than the enemies, because what if you move the door in such a way that the actual entrance, like this, blocks where the secret exit was going to be in the next room, right? So like if the secret exit was like placed ahead of time before I enter the room, I don't think that would make sense, because like what if, okay, like here's the default entrance. Here's the default entrance to Zona 2. Then like once I get into Zona 2, maybe if the entrance, if the secret let's say theoretically, in order to show that there's like a contradiction, let's assume for a moment that the game determines where the secret entrance is going to be at the very beginning of a Jogo. So like it's already determined right now. Well, okay, so maybe let's say it determined, let's say the game determined that it's on this wall. It's right here. This is where you enter from Zona 2. Okay, so the secret room is between Zonas 2 and 3. And this is where you enter. And okay, so if that's the case, then I can move the door. I can stand right here in Zona 1 and move the door to here and enter Zona 2 through a door right here in Zona 1. So now I'm in Zona 2, and this thing, the entrance, is right here blocking where that where that secret entrance was going to be. And I'm pretty sure that if the secret entrance like overrode the, if there was some weird interaction where the secret entrance overrides this entrance, this thing that normally completely blocks doors. If there were an interaction like that, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it in all my in all my Jogos that I've played of this game. So I guess all that to say, I think that I guess what seems most likely to me is that the secret entrance placement is determined. It's determined like when, well, maybe like which zona it's going to be in is determined ahead of time at the beginning of a Jogo, but I think the exact placement of it within that zona has to be determined like when you enter, or yeah, like when you enter that zona, so that it can't be blocked by a door that you moved in the previous zona. That's interesting. Maybe there's more that I can figure out about that. But yeah, that seems right to me, what I just said. Anyway, I don't know what else I would be doing other than my basic plan that I just laid out. There's some noise happening outside, and I'm considering should I just stop this now and cut it together. But like I already said, it's the most hardcore fans still watching this series at this point. So yeah, y'all don't mind that much. Y'all are gonna watch this either way. And right now it's not that loud anyway. I don't think it's that close by. It's down the street somewhere. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what I would do other than, I mean, I guess I can do this and go ahead go ahead and see what happens and maybe do something different if the shrimp steps first. But I think no matter what, I'm going to be stepping down after this. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that because I don't see why I would step somewhere right now. Yeah. Okay, so now we got 5 keys. We learned something. The shrimp stepped the way we wanted to. That's great. Oh, this lizard is actually going to be right on me, which is maybe not ideal, but fine. I don't mind that much. And yeah, I think this lizard is going to step here or here, so that's great. Or here. It's not coming back around this way yet, which is good. We do have our Haruspex next, which is great. That's like what we wanted next. I do wonder if Haruspex first, since I was talking about Haruspex first and how we maybe want that now, I do wonder if that's kind of bad because we often want to use the arm before Haruspex. But I mean, late in the run, it's great to have, late in the run, it's great to have Haruspex first for like an instant earthquake. Although you usually have to choose between an earthquake and a treasure with Haruspex. But anyway, that's something to think about later. Let's play the game. Okay. I don't know why I would do anything other than this. I mean, maybe there's an argument to step down twice to test for the corpse kill. I guess if I step down twice, this lizard will be here. Well, maybe there's a way to get both lizards on us or something. Like, maybe I step down 3 times and then shoot up 1, 2, 3. Then this lizard would be here. That doesn't give us any additional tests, really, except... I mean, it's definitely hitting this lizard if it bounces all the way around, but I think it's doing that even if I just step down twice. Also, right now, if it bounces around this way, it would definitely get a side hit test on the shrimp, which is good. I mean, what's the other possibility? Like, it loops around. I mean, we want to know if this wand loops around, right? Like, it's not the greatest thing ever, but we would be happy to discover an extra effect. So I think we should probably shoot it from... All right, wait, there's a corpse on me right now. So I could just step down once and then shoot. But... Which is more common, corpse kill or snipe? I feel like they're about equally common. I guess which is better? Well, okay, here. So yeah, if we're choosing between well, okay, hang on. Let's assume corpse kill and snipe are about equally common effects to appear on a wand. Corpse kill is more likely to work from here. If I shoot this here, we're not as likely to discover a snipe because it might corner bounce. By the way, if it corner bounces, this is like really good. Like that's discovering a lot of stuff. Like it's hitting a wall here. It's checking. Oh, it's checking for through walls here, and then it's checking for a charge attack at the end, which is awesome. I think this is our best shot to do this from here, actually. I like this through walls hit if it corner bounces. If we step down... Although if we step down, it's getting a second hit. It's hitting another... It's hitting a second lizard. But we might not be getting the side hit on the shrimp. What are the chances? Chances are good we get the side hit, though, right? It could go either of these ways. Most likely it's going here, though. I think stepping down is maybe slightly better. But here's one thing about, like, would we rather have learned about a snipe or a corpse kill? Right now, we don't know that we're going to have any, like the thing about corpse kill is it... you need another enemy to have died before you use it. So like if you walk into a zona and there are no shrimp next to you and there's the first enemy that's going to be on top of you is a 2 health or more enemy, you would rather have a snipe than a corpse kill in that case, because the corpse kill is kind of useless until you've killed something else. So like sometimes you get into a situation where you've discovered like a corpse kill on one wand and a poison on another wand, and you're like, oh, this is great, I have so much damage. But then like it's very common to get into a zona where you you can't really use the corpse kill, and like the poison takes so long that like that doesn't help you use the corpse kill. So you kind of end up just like punching a bunch. I don't know. We're likely to discover some damage on other ones. We've got a heal also. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think this is going to be the better test. Man, it didn't. We didn't. We did. It's not going to get the side hit though. Okay, that's a shame. I think now that we're not getting the side hit, this is maybe slightly worse and would have been better to shoot from here. But I think it was worth gambling that we were going to get the side hit. I don't know. Maybe now that we're shooting at a shrimp, there's an argument to punch once first. I mean, that's also like if we punch once first, we're also then testing for a heal if it gets a corner bounce. But like, it's not that likely to corner bounce, right? Like, well, I don't know. Do we mind being at 4 health and then like 3 health if this doesn't? I mean, this is also testing for an axe then if we're down at 4 health. Yeah. What happens if we punch and then shoot and nothing happens? We're just doing our third thing is to shoot there and then we shoot this down maybe. I guess punching first is just kind of bad because we're going to be surrounded by enemies pretty quickly if we don't. I don't know. I'm very tempted to punch here because it just seems like something is going to kill this lizard this lizard on a corpse at 1 health. I mean, protect could also kill it. But okay, we just have 1 try, right? Like we have 1 try to kill this lizard. Like, okay, can we get out up here and like punch the shrimp if this doesn't work out with this lizard? Like, if I punch the lizard and then I shoot and it does nothing, that's 2 turns. Of course there could be an instant and then we get another chance, but it's 2 turns and then this guy's here, this guy's here. So at that point we want to punch, and then we've got this lizard on us. Yeah, so he might be on a corpse if this corpse... Actually, I think this corpse has to go up here because it's closer. I'm not really sure, actually. I don't often pay attention to where the corpses are going to drop or like think about where they're going to drop. But like, could this lizard corpse go down here because it spreads either direction from the like group of corpses, or is it going to go to the closest one? I kind of feel like I've seen it do this type of thing before, spread in like any direction. Anyway, I really want to punch here. We've got all this defensive stuff to use in the future. Let's get our maximum amount of potential learning here. Let's go. Okay. The corpse did go up that way. We get another. Let's figure this corpse thing out though. We get another chance to figure it out here with this shrimp. I think I just want to go up and punch the shrimp, right? It's kind of crazy that the only thing we learned there is a transform, but I guess there could be stuff. There could be a lot of things after that would have maybe also killed it or whatever. Yeah, don't know why I would do anything other than go up here and punch the shrimp. And then I think I'm going to try to get this lizard above me to snipe it or something. Well, might be good to just go for the niche treasures and heals. We already got 1 heal though, that makes it less likely that heal is on any other wand, I think. Maybe not. Maybe less likely for any particular one, but not any less likely that it's somewhere on one of these. Not sure if my reasoning makes sense for that, so I'm not even going to bother to explain it. Yeah, I'm doing this, but now I'm just thinking, okay, the corpse did go to the closer spot again. I'm gonna keep paying attention to that though. Yeah, so I could shoot one down to test for niche. Oh wait, we've got a corpse here now, so I think we should at least go for this shot on this corpse. That would also be a wand refresh test on the same wand. Wow, that's pretty wild. We have this key that we don't care about, so maybe we're happy to um, maybe we're happy to shoot up at that and maybe transform it. I mean, at this point, it is getting a little bit scary with 3 health. With 3 health, ooh, I mean, we can heal, and that's I'm not gonna be upset to test this for niche treasure plus buried treasure and nothing else. So I can get back up to 3 health if I just punch it down right now, right? That's crazy that we know nothing about this from that what seemed like a great test. Um, I'll probably Harspecs this wand. Um, I don't think time is a big concern quite yet. I think we're still going to be able to get into this corner easily to check this wall and then check this wall. But yeah, I guess I'm tempted to, I would be thinking like step left and hope to shoot this up. Cause I think I would be happy to like transform that key. But I think maybe the corpse being here, if I'm gonna shoot a wand, I think maybe the corpse being here makes me want to shoot this here. But like what? Like okay, what if this explodes? What if this explodes and I get punched? Then I like have to run away, or like I can get one chance to shoot him over here, maybe like with this, because I'm gonna heal hopefully. Like even then, I'm not actually like happy to do that. I'm not happy to try that. I would be hesitant to try that because like this may not even heal if I'm shooting it through a lizard. It may the ray might stop at the lizard and then I just maybe die. But I guess I could do it from here. Like if the lizard's here, I'm here. That's definitely gonna heal me, and it might even heal me twice actually. Maybe I should do that. Let's say I've done like 10 moves so far, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I think we're fine for the frog. I think I am going to do what I just described. No, I don't know. I really want to test for the niche treasure. Should I just go ahead and punch this guy? If I punch him, if I punch him, I can. What am I doing with the frog to test the rest of my wands? I'm shooting this one into this because I want my heal. But then maybe I'm like coming back up this way, grabbing this key, and then going over here and like hoping the frog comes over here to get shot by this or something by shooting that when I'm shooting this up, or like this through the middle. I think I got a punch here. I think we're gonna play this safe, and then I'm not even gonna risk like a wraparound explosion here. I don't think. I think I'm going to shoot this from here to just no chance of taking extra damage right now. We just don't know enough about our wands to go down to 2 health in Zona 1, and we're not necessarily learning a lot more. I mean, Man, we really do want to learn how to kill a lizard, but then again, we're gonna have our cape. Also, our cape is pretty powerful now, even though it's not gonna be a good cape. It's pretty powerful. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about not knowing how to deal with not knowing about a lizard kill wand or anything. But yeah, I don't want to go down to 2 health while knowing this little about my wands. But yeah, I'm doing this and then doing this. Okay. Very lame. Now, do I go ahead and grab this key or not? Well, I think I should go ahead and check this corner. And then I think I should... I don't want this frog to start coming this way, though. But maybe I can get up here and then like step up or something. I'd like to shoot this up through the frog in the middle and this up on the left, potentially through the frog, or at least a side hit on the frog, and then fix my parity with horror specs if necessary. That seems good. Check all these walls. The frog. I think I can still get him to go the other way, because like if I step up right now, he's equal distance for me both ways, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I can do this. Okay, so we're not getting to shoot through him. That's unfortunate. We did get a transform on that key, which we really wanted. Okay, now he stepped down once, right? So 1 to come out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We should have plenty of time, even if he blocks us a little bit. Now, hopefully he steps left once here. Come on. I mean, do I shoot at the frog now? Because like... But this is a pretty good test. I mean, if we're not shooting at an enemy, this is kind of pretty good. And maybe we just kind of are going to decide to shoot this at an enemy. We're going to... Yeah, we can just do this now and remember that we want to shoot this at an enemy next time. This one too should probably be shot at an enemy next time. But these have been shot at enemies, right? Wait. No, this... No. This also didn't hit an enemy. And this could have stuff that deals with enemies below here. So we still really don't know very much about how our wands deal with enemies compared to what I would prefer at this point. But I think this is fine to do this. And might be in a little bit of trouble next time, though. Or in the next... Might be in a little bit of trouble in the next zona because we're going to have to use this to get it out of the way, and then we might have to use that as well. There also might be a potion somewhere, though, that we can grab. If we refresh that, we can grab and come back to full health. I think I like this. I'm going to try for something really quick. I'm going to try for... Even though I'm setting myself up to maybe get a bad wraparound explode, which I said I didn't want to risk. No, I'm not going to risk that. I was going to risk that in order to maybe let the frog step here. You know, if I step up and down, then maybe the frog goes up and left, and then I get a side hit on him. But come on, I don't care about that much. I don't care about that enough to risk a wraparound explode. Okay, interesting. Just insane that he has not stepped left yet. Okay. Well, this is kind of bad. Well, I wanted the door to be there, really. I've tested all these wands up except this one, and we want to shoot this one down for the heal anyway, probably. So I don't want to shoot any of these wands up. I kind of want to shoot all of my wands down. So not great that we just moved the door. Yeah, also I had a really complicated reason for why the... I talked through such a complicated reason for why the game must, or probably at least, chooses the the exact placement within a zona of the secret entrance after you enter that zona because you can move the door. But the more obvious reason is because, like, if you we know that it can be on the walls that it can be on is determined by where the actual door that you might have moved ends up being. So like, I just moved the door, but we know that the secret entrance would be on one of these two walls. So like, obviously it doesn't. Obviously it doesn't determine the exact placement until you walk into that zone. Okay, I really hate what's going on here. I think I have to use my horror specs because I feel unsafe. If I step up, then like I kind of have to punch a shrimp then, and then I'm gonna have to punch another shrimp, and then there's probably a lizard on me. In fact, I think there's definitely a lizard on me. No, this shrimp could move down and then down again and block this lizard from moving from this way or whatever. But in all likelihood, I step up and I kind of have to punch a shrimp, and then I kind of have to punch another shrimp, and then there's a lizard on me, and I am very uncomfortable with everything about that. So I would much rather use an artifact, hopefully get my mushrooms going, hopefully get my mushrooms up, but if I might also get an opportunity to step out with the cape. But really, this is not looking great right now. This wand we shot directly up at a lizard. Oh, I didn't refresh myself on how I used everything, which it's going to be a bit harder to do now, but let's still try to do it. I shot this up at a lizard, like in this. Well, the lizard was like here on a corpse. Okay. This one I shot up at a lizard on a corpse. Point blank. Both of these were point blank shots, so like I could have. I think protect was tested for on both of those. This one I shot, a frog was to the side, and I shot it at a key at the top. This one I shot down into a corner. This one I shot up at no enemies, just at a corner. No enemies or items. Yeah, this is looking pretty terrible. I feel like maybe I should have played differently. That like my maybe I should have started punching sooner or something, or maybe just shot these maybe just like shot this wand directly at the frog through the middle would have made a big difference. I don't know. Okay, I think I want to. Well, hang on. Do I want to learn something? Do I want to maximize my chances of learning something like offensive? Because I guess none of these are particularly like especially likely to be offensive spells. I mean, I guess after a transform, these things haven't been tested for at all. So maybe these things are the most likely to be something that does damage or kills. I don't necessarily think I'm that worried yet, though. Am I? I think I want to do this, and it still could be something offensive. This is gonna be the trash can next. I can just feel it. What am I even doing if it's the trash can next? I don't know. I might have to start praying, but I can feel it that it's gonna be the trash can. I am going to be a baby and try to discover something that does damage, which I guess this would be the most likely. But if I'm transforming something, I'm praying anyway, right? Like, if I'm oh wait, when I transformed it, oh, it was at 1 health. I punched first, right? I punched first and then transformed it into a shrimp. So this tested for the axe, but it didn't test for protect. Yeah, right. Okay, I messed that up when I was trying to remember. If I'm transforming something, I'm praying anyway, right? So I'm just gonna discover whatever this is. Yeah. I guess if I'm in a situation, if I end up in a situation where I'm stuck in this corner, I can't get to my mushrooms, and I have to shoot something up, it would really help to maybe save my life to know whether I should shoot like this wand or this wand. It's probably not going to be this wand unless it has like a frog kill on it. But like this could discover if I learn something about one of these two wands, that something could be anything that relates to hitting an enemy. You know, it could be an X, it could be a corpse kill, which would be huge because I'm going to be punching shrimp here. I think it makes sense to play this a little bit safe with the horror specs. So I'm going to discover this slot maybe. Maybe the top is the most likely to be damaged. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, that helps tremendously. And maybe I step up now, take a damage, but then get I don't know. Now that we have this cape upgrade, I really don't like the idea of using this before using any wands. You know, it would be great to get an extra use on a wand guaranteed, although often you do have a supercharge ring on one of your wands, and this will just discover that for you, and you still get the extra charge. I definitely think the safer thing to do right now is step up, right? Well, maybe not, because you step up, you're probably taking 2 damage in the end anyways. Like if I step up, I'm taking 1 damage immediately, and then I use the cape, or maybe I shoot, because then I can punch the lizard. Also, stepping up could be bad if this shrimp comes here. Then I have to shoot, and I might shoot in a way that, well, I could just shoot this one down to be really safe, or I think I would like to shoot like one of these wands right, maybe, in that case. But yeah, if I step up and then I'm surrounded by shrimp, I feel kind of weird. I don't want to punch them because that would get me down to 1 health. And then I have to use my cape. Yeah, I just don't like that. But I guess this is pretty likely to have a side hit on it. And if this has a side hit on it, then I can step up. I mean, this also does test for this niche treasure, which is nice. Test for something related to items, which I guess grabbing a key, which is not nothing. Test for a shrimp heal. I think I like this. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen if we do this? Maybe there's some crazy scenario where we somehow explode ourselves. No, because if there's an enemy on top of us, we're punching it, right? And we get down to 1 health because we have to punch both of these lizards down, but then we kill this. We kill the frog. I mean, I guess the very worst thing that can happen is we have to punch both lizards, and then the frog, we have no choice but to shoot the frog point blank from here, and it stops on the frog and explodes. That's pretty unlikely that it has those two. That's really unlikely that it has those 2 exact effects. But it's possible. So I guess the question is the frog going to get to us? In the worst scenario, is the frog going to be on top of us when we finish punching all these enemies? I shoot 1. I punch this shrimp, that's 2. I punch another shrimp, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's a lizard on top of us. Punch, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to shoot again, that's 6. Maybe I'm shooting the frog at that point if it's going this way. It's kind of hard to imagine, but I'm just trying to figure out the parity, I guess. 6 and then 7, 8 to punch the lizard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the parity does work out so that the frog would potentially be on top of us when we finish off all these enemies. But look, most likely something is going to happen that changes all this. I think this is going to have a side hit on it. Look. Just know. Oh, sheesh. I didn't know. But that's fine. I didn't know, but no, look, just know that that's gonna have the side hit. That's how you be good at the game. I think we kind of have to punch here. You know, Um, it's very tempting to do this. It is very tempting to do this. This has not been shot at an enemy. I really wanted to shoot this at an enemy, and this is like a lot of great tests. What happens? Look, this could stop and explode and kill us instantly. We're not doing this. No, wait. If it stops and explodes, it kills the enemy too. I mean, this could dupe. Would that be really bad? Not really. My question is, like, can I get out and use the cape still maybe after this goes wrong? Not goes wrong, but like after this doesn't kill. Can I still get out and use the cape? I think I'm gonna be able to shoot this at a frog. A chase frog. So I shouldn't be too worried about like trying to get the perfect test on this. I should preserve my 1 health. I don't know. This just really feels like it's gonna kill. This feels like it's gonna kill. I think the heal makes me feel like it's fine to do this, but like really every health matters right now. We're not comfy at all. I mean, I guess we're a lot comfier now with this, but like teleport maybe we didn't want on that. And comfier now with this for sure. We still got our... We're going to get to refresh. We're going to get an extra use on the cape, right? Like... Man, if I die in this corner because I took this door spell instead of the amulet, that's going to be sad. I really want to do this. But really, what are the things that would deal with the shrimp? It's a protect, it's an X, it's a shrimp heal. Can a wand even have bottom heal, bottom edge heal, and shrimp heal? I think so, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of things that could kill the lizard, but really just a few things that I guess would kill the shrimp. So I feel like it's about a 50-50 whether we take damage here, maybe. I mean, there's also an instant. No. Yeah, this could have instant on it still. And then, it didn't kill it, but we've got our test, and we're like punching this, and we're on good parity with this frog to like test this on a pillar. That's great. If we punch twice, then we kind of hate where we are, right? Like, we're going to have to shoot this down or shoot one of these things down. I would probably shoot this one down. I don't know. I hate that. Am I just like being impatient or too risky if I'm shooting this down right now? We're getting pretty late into the run. I don't want to kill this right now. I just don't want to shoot this at nothing again. I don't want to shoot this at no enemies again. I guess it could shoot it at a lizard. If I punch twice, then maybe this lizard has a good chance to be... Not really, actually. It's probably going to be here. But it could be there. But most likely we're like shooting this down and getting just side hit tests, which it's not the end of the world to get side hit tests. And then like maybe we're shooting this down and testing it on both a frog and a lizard, which is, I mean, we're not learning anything from the frog, but we would learn something from the lizard, which is good. I think I have to play it safe. I mean, four spells that could be here, but we haven't tested this wand on for very many things at all. Like, there's 4 chances for this to be one of the like 4 spells that would make me not take damage, right? but there are like 45 or something spells that this could still be. So I don't know. Do the math on that. I don't think it's well. Hang on. There's also like teleport. Like teleporting through here would prevent us from taking damage. But there's also stop and explode. If it's stop and explode, I kind of like I'm scared because this could also explode, right? I'm gonna play it safe. I think this might be a case. I should probably call this out when this happens, but this might be a case where I would make the other decision if I were playing normally. Even if this were a good run that I cared about, I think I might do this. The other reason not to do this is because I didn't think about this though. Actually, it would forget this frog kill. That that definitely makes a difference. That's our one. We're about to go into Zona 3 where frogs are everywhere, and we really don't want to. Oh man. But then, like, what if this forgets the frog kill? Wait, we're planning to use this from here, right? If we punch and then shoot this down, and this doesn't hurt this frog to the side, then we're left shooting this at the frog. And I guess then we can still punch it down if this gets forgotten, right? If this frog kill gets forgotten and we just take a damage there, we're still at 2 health and we just punch it down and then punch this lizard. But then we'll be at 1 health and feeling real bad. We could definitely die here no matter what we do, but I think I guess maybe that's an argument to do the safest thing. Which, I mean, it's less likely, by the way, that there's a forget on this compared to this because we know 2 spells on this and only 1 on this. I think it makes sense to do this. Oh, although... Oh... I should have thought a little bit more. I think I would have changed my mind maybe. Because I just realized that I'm going to have to shoot both this and this from this position. Maybe I'm going to end up stepping out here and using the cape. Punch and then step out and take a damage from the frog and then use the cape. Really don't like this. It's putting the door somewhere that doesn't matter because I'm going to move this anyway. It's recharging. Ooh. I would really like to recharge the heal. So maybe now is when I should do this, right? Because this has more effects that would save us here now, right? It has a lizard. This could have a lizard kill. This could have an axe. This could have a corpse kill. This could have a protect. This could have an instant, which we'd be fine with. This could have a teleport, which would be fine with. 4 slots for any of those effects. It could also have a stop and explode. But it kills the lizard if it does, right? We would need a stop and explode and then another stop and explode on this next one, or like a forget on this next one to really screw us. I kind of think I should do this now, so that I can then step out and have a slightly lower chance of well, but if this gets forgotten, I would like to be at 3 health. If this this might get forgotten by shooting this and then this both down from here, but if it does, I'll at least be at 3 health, and then I'll get punched, but then I'll be at 2. I'll be alive, right? If I shoot this down right now, and it forgets the frog kill, and it doesn't kill the lizard, we're at 2 health, but like probably dead. So a forget could really. Yeah, I think we got to commit to what we were doing before. Okay, we are at least getting to shoot that lizard. That makes a big difference for how I feel about all this. Ooh, nice. Do I want to use this differently now? Do I want to shoot this maybe? No, that's too risky. If it turns into a chicken, I'm getting down to 1 health and then there won't be a potion. Although this could have we really do want to shoot this at an enemy. We really wanted to see if any of these effects could be damage related, and any of these effects could be damage related, and this one could still like be a kill frog. But shooting this right now minimizes our damage taken, and also we can shoot these at the chase frog, right? We can shoot these at the chase frog, and although at this point I'm feeling like we've got a lot of artifact power for getting us through the rest of the Jogo. This is pretty surprising. It's interesting that I mean, I guess I was gonna say interesting that can be after the Dorado, since it's like Dorado is spawning treasure, but the treasure spawns at the very end of the cast. Like at the very end of the cast, all of the enemy like bodies disappear, all the dead enemies like disappear, and treasure comes out. Anyway, the thing about this is it's not even that safe. Like it could forget. This could forget the frog kill, and then I'm down at 1 health. Whereas this could get me down to 1 health. It could even kill me if this is a transform into a chicken 1 in 4, and then also a stop and explode, which would be terrible, and like nothing else helpful. Although, pretty good chance of killing it with this then, right? Right after. I think I want to do this, but like, am I? How many of these tests do I also get on the chase frog? Like, I still get most of these tests on the chase frog, right? If I just use this on the chase frog instead, I'm getting most of the same good tests. By the way, no longer getting to check this wall or get this gem unless we transform this back into a key. So we really want to transform this back into a key. But I guess we really want to do that before the chase frog arrives, because if the chase frog is on it, oh man, this is a very strange situation. This is very unlikely to kill us, and having this for the chase frog helps us a lot. And we've got this cape. I guess this could dupe still, maybe? Can transform and dupe appear on the same one? I can't remember. Oh no, but we would have discovered it. It can't dupe. Okay. I feel like... Am I playing normally right now, or am I playing stupid aggressive to even consider some of these things I've been considering? I can't tell if my... maybe my brain is... I feel like maybe my brain is doing something different today. On a different... on a different vibe today. But this just feels right. Like I'm getting an extra axe test. I'm getting an extra... Wait, is that really it? Is that really the only extra thing I'm getting here by shooting this guy instead of shooting the chase frog? And if I shoot the chase frog, I can get a snipe test. Why am I considering this? Why don't I just punch? If I just punch, I'm not risking forgetting this. I'm keeping this to... Well, keeping this to kill the chase frog isn't even helpful, because the thing about the chase frog is that it might be... Or is that we're going to transform it into something, right? Probably. But I guess we can like test this through the middle for an earthquake. No, we can't, because if we're shooting it at the frog, point blank, I was going to say like we could shoot this through the middle to guaranteed kill the frog while also testing chase frog, while also testing for earthquake and testing for this pillar treasure, but like not true. because the frog kill will happen before the earthquake, and if it's right on top of us like that, frog here, me here, the frog will die before earthquake gets checked. I just feel so strong with one, and then a refresh of this, and then mushrooms. But there are 4 zonas ahead of us, right? We've got the secret zona somewhere, unless we like miss it right here or whatever. I'm gonna go with my gut here, and no, I think my gut is being stupid though. This is just a full 2-hour episode of me arguing with myself about this about moves. I guess that's what this whole series is though, huh? Just I feel like I'm going back and forth about some of these moves for an insane amount of time. Okay, what am I doing if I punch? If I punch, I really want to shoot these at enemies, so I'm shooting both of these at the chase frog. I feel like I have to do that, even though, yeah, like stand here and shoot them down. I feel like I have to do that, even though I would like to transform the potion before the chase frog is potentially on me and killing me, because I would like to potentially get a key and get in here and all that. Also, like, I might get into a situation where I turn this into a key the first try, and then I want to shoot this other one also at the frog, and I'm like, what am I doing now? Yeah, I guess my main thing is this is just not very it's not very likely to forget. In all likelihood, I shoot this right now and I save my my health that I'm happy with. I'm pretty happy with 3 health right now. If I punch the frog, I'm not worried about being at 2 health. But like, then how am I even using this? Because I'm not shooting it at the chase frog. I guess I would be shooting it like through the middle, but I can't really do that while there's something on screen. I would probably really just be testing for a pillar treasure with that. Or maybe I could just use it to move the door. I don't really care about any of that stuff very much. I mean, I guess I care about a pillar treasure. I guess I could move the door and check for heal down here and check for niche treasure, which would be nice. Maybe I should do that. Guarantee my 2 health, because if I shoot this down right now, I might have to go down to 1 health. Again, it might even kill me if it has forget, stop on an enemy, and explode, but come on. Well, I guess if it's forgetting, then another one of those bad spells could appear up there, which slightly increases the chance. Anyway, I think I'm punching, and then I'm using this down here, maybe trying to forget this teleport as well, and then I'm coming back and shooting these at the chase frog. That feels pretty good. Can these teleport me? Neither of these can teleport me, so I'm not worried about getting behind the chase frog back here. I feel pretty good about this. Giving myself an extra chance to heal here, putting the door in a good spot. Well, at least what feels like a good spot. This is also checking for a wraparound explode. I have blocked. I've blocked myself off with a thorn from getting to the door. Thorns are a possibility I often don't think about. I would be better at this game if I thought about thorns more. How did I move, by the way? Did I check this? I need to check these walls, I guess. But right now, I think I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to shoot at this chase frog from the right. That still does my transform checks. It doesn't check for a heal, which neither of these has been checked for a heal, but. And also, if I get stuck, I'm locked into shooting the other one from right there. But we really want the frog to hit this thorn, right? That's pretty bad if I have to step on this, especially after transforming this potion. I guess one question is, do I want to pick up this potion? The answer is no. I don't really want to pick up this potion. I guess there's a problem though if like, well, we just might not be able to use one of these wands, I guess. If if using both of these wands is going to put us on a parity where like the frog is here and we're here, if using both of these wands is going to end up putting us in a spot where the frog is here and we're here and we don't have a wand and we would have to step up, and then this frog could step up to here. Is that it? Wait, is that true? No, if this frog is here and we're here, the frog goes 1 2. It doesn't go 1 2 3 4. Oh, but yeah, it goes. So it would go here and guaranteed still break that, and then we would maybe just have to dance around to get out. And I do think we would rather get an extra shot in on an enemy. I do think we would rather guarantee. We would rather learn everything we can about these wands rather than pick up one extra treasure that we don't know what it's going to be. But we'll see. I do think we do this though. This is okay. So 1 2, we step up and down here, and the frog is there. So it's unfortunate that we're not getting the a snipe test here. But what are you gonna do? Also, if this frog dies, like, does this get weird? Okay, that's it's really it's really good that it's a shrimp that's gonna break this thing and die, and check for another Dorado on this. Or wait, did we kill? No, yeah, we didn't shoot the frog with this thing. So test for Dorado on this one, which would be great to know. It's unfortunate that I feel like I have to do this now. Although, if I shoot this to the left, this thing's poisoned. So it's transforming into something else that's probably not going to die to the thorn, but it's going to be on parity with me, and it's going to check if there's a Dorado on here, but I don't think there can be a Dorado on here along with Polymorph. And also that would be transforming the key into something that I don't want as much. So I kind of feel like I have to shoot this up. Also, like, shooting this at just a shrimp that's already poisoned is pretty lame. That's not even testing that many things. Yeah, it's testing a lot more things than this, though. But I think I'm doing this. I think I want that gem. I feel bad about that. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. I guess it could have also transformed the enemy and the shrimp into a chicken, which might have helped. I don't know. Oh man. So this, I didn't shoot this. I think I shot it directly at a lizard, but it was just a single lizard. I haven't shot this at 2 enemies, so like if I step right, then maybe this frog will be here. Could also very easily be here though. But could this have a corner bounce? This could have a corner bounce, which would be good to know, and might. No, I don't think it's hitting that. It's possible, but it would be good to know about a corner bounce. And we're like, do we really mind like warping everybody right now? Probably not really. I don't see a way that I'm going to get 2 treasures from this here. I mean, one interesting thing right now is that I can step down, step left, and cape and get the frog down to 1 health and guaranteed kill this ghost and shrimp. Like, step down and step left, and the ghost is on me up here, the shrimp is on me right here, and this frog is on me up here, right here. I'm pretty sure that's guaranteed. Actually, this frog could step right, but most likely I can do that. And if not, I can like spend a couple more turns. I guess I could probably get 2. I guess I could probably get 2 kills with this. one possibility is step down, step left, and then start pushing this ghost around. And like when I'm up here and this ghost is here, maybe this ghost will also be like right here. Or that seems pretty likely. But then there's also a shrimp on me, and I'm not getting a cape usage and not feeling like great about that. Am I likely to get a double kill with this? And ideally a double kill while I'm still healing as well. Am I likely to get that while, or like after using the cape here, like I was describing? If I use the cape here, there's a frog on me. I've moved 1, 2, and then punched. So I've done 3 turns, and this frog is on me at 1 health. Where are these other enemies? This guy is probably 1, 2, 3, I'm guessing. I'm trying to figure out like if this frog is here, this path to me is blocked. This top path to me is blocked. This path to me is blocked. So like all the paths to me are blocked. But then when I punch, I think all the enemy moves happen before the enemies that all the enemies that are moving are going to move before all the enemies that are going to hit my cape. So if it happened in the other order where like the enemies hit my cape first, then maybe if this frog was here, it would guaranteed move right because the shrimp would be dead. So this would be the shortest path to me. This one would still be blocked by this frog. But I think because it works the way it works, this frog is going to just step some random direction. So this frog is going to be like any of these spots because all the paths to me are going to be blocked. Well, I guess, no. I think it'll guaranteed step left because this will at least put it closer to me, even though the path is still blocked because all the paths are blocked. So I think if I understand the way, the order of events correctly, I think the frog will be here. It could also be here though ahead of time, but if it's here, it'll guaranteed step left when I use the cape. So it'll be there. So then, although this could be the ghost, there could be a ghost here as well, but I think the ghost is more likely to be up here maybe. Ghost could be here or here though. I guess it's equally likely to be here or here. Okay. So okay, but that's that right there. I just said that the ghost has a 50% chance of being here. So that would be 2 enemies lined up that I could X, which would be great. I wouldn't get the heal, but look, I'm getting a bunch of potions. There's a potion here. I don't want to transform it. I want to transform one of these keys because I don't need these keys anyway. And I mean, I guess maybe I want to transform. Maybe I want to transform what gets dropped. But I'm getting at least 1 potion in this room. I'm pretty confident that I'm getting at least 1 potion in this room, so I don't care too much about this heal. There's also this, which I haven't thought about at all. And a lot of things still need to be tested on pillar, by the way. This needs to be tested on pillar. Ideally, I can test this on a pillar. I can test this on a pillar. This still needs to be tested for buried treasure as well, because I used it in a kind of weird way and where there was an item at the end of the cast in Zona 1. So that's still ideally tests for buried treasure, but if I get my double hit there, I don't get to transform the thing here while also testing for the buried treasure. I could end up in a situation here where I really don't have very much time to do what I want to do. I'd like to test this for buried treasure. Sorry, not for, well, no, that's been tested for buried treasure, but I'd like to test it for earthquake plus pillar treasure, and I think I'm likely to be able to do that. Earthquake here, frog standing here, which dies, and then it hits a pillar. Maybe I save this for the chase frog and try to like test it on, like stand here and shoot it down, hitting the chase frog to the side or something. Maybe I can figure out something weird with that. Or maybe I'd do this on the chase frog. Has this been tested for Wanderfresh? Yeah, it has. Nothing can have Wanderfresh at this point. we don't still know we know very little about this wand, so I'm not really sure how I want to use this wand. I probably want to shoot that at the chase frog, but there's not really a good way to shoot this at the chase frog while testing anything else that's good. I guess like stand here and maybe can shoot it up at the chase frog and test for earthquake or something. I don't know. I like my opening plan though. I think this gives me a good chance at getting 2 treasures here, and it's also quick. It doesn't involve a bunch of running around. Like I could potentially step down and then like run around with this shrimp and try to set up something different, but that takes a bunch of time, and I'm expecting to be pressed for time with the chase frogs coming, and like this entire wall that I want to check for the secret entrance is completely out of my way, and like this is kind of weirdly out of the way, and I might end up wanting to like run around here to grab this treasure and then come back up here to shoot something through another item right here to transform it and check for buried treasure. And yeah, there's a bunch of reasons why I think this is going to take a bunch of turns to do everything I want to do here. So I should go with the my strategy here that seems quick. Okay, so this guy did step up that way. So okay, and if I step up, that doesn't help me at all. So yeah, I think I do have to commit to my thing, and I'm probably not getting, I don't know, maybe there's a way to dance around on the left to get this ghost like under me and then this frog coming from the same direction, but I think this frog is just on me, right? Like I guess maybe if this ghost, yeah, I don't really see how I'm. Is there a reason to do this right now? This does a damage to this frog and then another guaranteed damage from the cape, and then it sends another damage somewhere else, and then I can get out if I need to by pushing this ghost to the left and kind of wiggling around. Then we've got a frog at 1 health. I mean, probably one of these guys is just dead. I guess maybe the frog could be dead too. I'm not sure if additional can go to the enemy, if additional can hurt the enemy that got hurt by this. Maybe there's also a reason to step up and then shoot this down. That seems kind of weird. Or like step up and then shoot this down. No matter if I use the cape here or here, the door is going there either way, I believe. I could transform this guy. Do I? Kind of wanted to test this for buried treasure. I'm actually not sure if transform can appear with buried treasure, but it seems to me that it probably can. I don't know. This has already been tested for earthquake. It's been tested for a side hit. I'm really just kind of transforming the frog with this. There's really not much else I'm doing there. I guess I could yeah, I don't know. I could just cape now and then finish off the frog with this, and then. But then how am I dealing with this ghost? I was going to say finish off the frog with this. Oh yeah, I get to find out if my theory about him stepping left here guaranteed is correct. Or not, because I'm actually not sure. He could step right guaranteed. I'm guessing he either steps left guaranteed or steps right guaranteed. If he steps down, I'm going to be baffled. Yeah, I don't know. What's best. There's this Jogo has had a lot of moments where it's just really not clear what the right thing to do is. Usually that's like I guess usually you learn more spells earlier compared like this Jogo we have been taking out quite a long time to figure out what's on our wands, and so it kind of we've had a prolonged period of where it's kind of like how Zona 1 is usually. Where Zona 1, I usually take longer in Zona 1 than all the rest of the zones. So, just because the game is more complicated when you play it the way I play, when you're thinking about all the possibilities like this. Um, Zona 1 is by far the most complicated. There's so many things that can happen, and by the end of a Zona, the possibilities have narrowed quite a bit. The the arc of a single Jogo is also kind of the same as how I was I was talking about the arc of a full run earlier, which is interesting. But anyway, I also kind of want to shoot a wand right now just because we're gonna get a refresh when we use the cape. So like I could shoot this here. It can't have a mirror because the mirror kill would definitely be before the frog kill. But it could have a side hit maybe. Yeah, it could have a side hit. It could have a protect, which would save my cape from activating, which would be interesting. But yeah, we'd be testing for earthquake and pillar treasure, which is good. Yeah, this has been tested for like everything else. It's been tested for buried treasure. I actually think I like this. And then maybe I'm like using this. Well, first of all, this gets refreshed probably. But then like I'm using this. Although hang on, do we want this to be the thing that's refreshed? If something's going to be refreshed, wouldn't we want it to be like like we could wait, what am I thinking? We could like refresh this. Also like kill this thing and also check for a kill this shrimp and also check for a charge attack. And my cape hurts these two, kills this guy. Then maybe I do this to kill both frogs. And then this has been recharged and I can kill this or something. I think this is the move, like for sure. I although wait, no, if I do this, my whole theory of the frog of why the frog I think is going to move left is no longer a thing, and it will then move right, guaranteed, because the shrimp will be out of the way before it moves. So I think maybe I should shoot this up. It's not this way. We're not testing for a charge attack, which is a shame. It would be great to know about charge attack on this wand, and if this wand did have charge attack, it would be immediately useful because I would be able to punch this frog and get another treasure. But I think I would rather guarantee that this, or first of all, I'd rather learn for the sake of long-term skill at this game. I would rather learn. I'd rather confirm my theory about how this frog is going to move in the case that I don't kill this shrimp first. But also, I would like it if these frogs are lined up and I can kill them both with this wand while using the wand in a way that I want to use it anyway. And I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. I think I like this though. I guess if this, I don't know. I don't know how this would go wrong, so I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, that just killed me. Right when I said I don't know how this would go wrong, the vision of the explode came into my head, just right before it happened, and sometimes you just know, and I knew that it was gonna happen, and I knew that I was dead. Oh no, that was a very bad mistake. Oh no, tragic. What do I even do now? Oh, I really wanted to figure out. I really wanted to see what kind of score I could get with a truly unlucky run. By the way, we saw that the frog moved right, but that doesn't tell us anything because the explode killed the shrimp. Oh no, I should have been playing more slowly. I think I was right that my brain is working differently today, and I think I probably just shouldn't have played the game today. Like sometimes you just feel like something's a bit off. You're not your brain is not working quite the way it normally does. I mean, yeah, I really feel like most days I would have caught that possibility and not done that. Could have shot it right. Could have shot it right. This is very sad. It's especially sad because like this was far enough into the run that I like don't know if it's worth recording another whole like 9 episodes to get back to this point in the run. Like I wanted a full run recorded, but do, do I want to keep trying from the beginning and like uploading every single time that I retry and maybe I'm gonna die again at some point, and this could end up being a very long series if I die multiple times. But I mean, I feel like I can usually, if I play safe. I don't know. If I feel like if I play well, I can usually get through the entire run safely. If I really try to, like I have been trying in these videos. But I've just disproved my my feeling about that. I guess it's impossible to be perfect at the game, I guess. But yeah, I'll have to decide. I'll have to decide what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should. Here's what I can do. Since this is shorter than a regular episode so far, and it would be a spoiler that I die here if I it would be a spoiler that I die here if the episode is just this short. Like you may not realize from the very beginning of the episode, but you would probably realize around Zona 2 or something that I probably am dying soon if the episode doesn't go on any longer than this. So I'm gonna do a little bit of farming at the beginning and see if I can get a decent start going. I'm gonna show how I would grind for a to try to get a really crazy start at this game. And I think like in this case you just die. I think in a lot of cases you just want to die as quickly as possible. There's no like reset button, so you just have to die. Oh, was that a PB by the way? I don't think it quite was. Yeah. So the the strategy here is really just to figure out how to shoot upwards at an enemy ideally, or at something, so to test for dupes and transforms, and for a wand refresh, for broken wand refresh combos, and for like stuff like that. Except I'm probably dead. Like I would continue this, I would continue this at least through the rest of the, or for at least another room or two, just because it has a dupe. If I get out of this alive, but I'm not super likely to get out of this alive. Shooting it right for chances at earthquakes. Really just like when you're resetting over and over again, why not go for like all the most broken spells all the time? So like earthquakes. I guess I can try to refresh this. I don't know. This is okay. My guaranteed way out is by walking all the way around him. I guess this wand, could this wand have protect on it? I don't think so. I don't know. I think I'm probably dead here. Maybe I'm shooting this to like see if it has a through wall, but yeah, I guess I'm not using the dupe in this room, so like I'm just doing this. I need to be playing faster, but I guess this is fast. Like Yeah, I need to be playing faster if I'm trying to be accurate to how I would actually do this. Like I would have reset like 3 more times by now probably, but trying to explain everything makes it different. Like that. Getting all these break wall tests in. Trying to warp that treasure maybe. Okay, this is looking pretty terrible, so I think I probably would just reset at this point. I haven't even gotten a gem. I'll at least see what Zone of 3 looks like, I guess. Doesn't look good, so I'm gonna die. You can briefly look at your wands to see if you like miss something and maybe learn how to farm better. I'm even gonna be this aggressive here, which often works out. I think maybe I do this. No, I'll wait and shoot at the chase frog, I think. Or maybe I do that. Okay, now let's get this frog above us and shoot up into the corner. Probably should have gone over here and shot that up over there, right? I don't know. Oh, wait, the axe? I thought the axe always appeared after the X. I'm gonna do that, I guess. Guess I have to do this. Also, oh, that was only the first chase frog, so I think I have time to do this? I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I had time to walk all the way around the pillar there, I don't know. Again, we're at some point you just reset, and this might already be the point to reset, because this, I don't know, we've got to transform, but like, how much do we care about that? I don't know. I'm gonna reset. This did have a chicken kill. I mean, but that doesn't matter unless it has other stuff too. Yeah, I think that was the right decision to reset. Going down here, you really just want to get below everything. Hope for a corner bounce? Oh, okay. I don't know. Do that. I don't know. Just kill me. But still just kill me. Like I don't, if there's no refreshes and dupes, it's kind of a yeah, if there's no refreshes and dupes, it's not great. I think I'm fine taking 2 damage to get under here. Interesting, but not really good. Go ahead and get this. I think I have time to come back for this frog. Can maybe try to finish off the frog? No, I should have shot this at a pillar, but part of this oh no. Part of this whole farming thing is just not thinking too much. Okay, we've got wand refreshes, but they don't have transforms on them, and they don't have transforms on them, and they don't have, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, corner bounces. So there's no like broken combos with those, but maybe we'll discover, 2 transforms is enough that like maybe you will discover I don't know what I'm doing here because this is giving me a charge attack that I'm then using. Oh no, it's not even giving me a charge attack. Whoops. I guess I'm doing that. Nice. Yeah, two of these is enough that if you discover some good ability on one of your other wands, you're happy. Happy that you can recharge it twice. Okay, so this has been tested. It hasn't been tested in a corner, so I think that's probably the best thing to do. I wish I could forget this. Well, anyway. Okay. I I'm gonna try to keep these charges, I guess. I don't know. I think it's time to die again. Honestly, yeah, nothing good. I'm like I'm like glancing really quickly to see if there's anything good, so I might miss something, but um, I'm like already thinking about resetting because what are the chances that I mean, you could reset just like when you get into a situation where you're not going to be able to test all your wands on the ceiling, because I don't know. I'm gonna die now. Yeah, not great. These are just not. They're not bad runs, you know. Like the like I said, I don't. I haven't really played this way for very long. I've messed around with it a little bit. Like I've spent maybe an hour doing this, but in the past. But my actual world record run did not involve any amount of this. Like I pretty much just took the first one I got. Maybe I played a little bit more aggressively at the beginning, but like, don't like what I just did. This one, by the way, is the most important. If you get something broken here, like you can test it on a chase frog and get. If this has that super broken combo that I explained at the beginning of the first episode, then because the chase frog is coming from here, you can guaranteed pull it off in this room. So you would really like to have something broken on that wand. I guess I should just punch here. What am I thinking? I don't know. Can you go up? Okay. I feel like I was in the middle of explaining something else though. What was I explaining? Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, my world record run doesn't have this stuff in it. Or like I wasn't farming for it. I was just I wasn't like grinding for an amazing start. I just like had a decent first Jogo, and then like it's more important to like get a decent first Jogo, and then another decent Jogo, and then another decent Jogo, and like get lucky with being offered the cape first, than having like one amazing first Jogo. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is an amazing first Jogo is obviously good, but then you're spending like 2 hours probably to get. I mean, if you want to get the like truly broken thing I've described, you are gonna spend like 2 hours, and then and then you're probably gonna lose the run anyway when you don't get good cape upgrades. Like if you're going for like a truly crazy score, that's how it's gonna go. And so this is interesting. So I think it's just a better use of time until you get to like the 5K type of scores. When you get to the 5K type of scores and you're trying to like beat, like if I'm trying to beat my current PB, then okay, this is looking pretty good. We've got this and this, and we've got some strong offense as well. Yeah, trying to beat my current PB, things become very different. Like the time spent getting a really perfect start maybe is maybe is gonna pay off. Like if you don't have a really amazing start where you're like getting a fully upgraded cape by Jogo 3 or something, then you're maybe expecting to not be able to get 5K unless you get like just insanely lucky. I'm gonna risk the forget here to like maybe get a. Also, I don't remember what I tested, but maybe get a heal and maybe get a corner treasure. I don't know. I really want to to use this on lizards, which means I think I want to step and punch here. I don't know. I don't think this attempt is good enough to justify like taking it incredibly slow. So I guess I have to do this though. This is kind of, I mean, do I get a good dupe here anyway? I guess I do. I do get a good dupe if I save this. But so yeah, I really want to get a double dupe here and leave here with 3 keys while still getting this potion. But I don't think there's a way. No, the parody just worked out so poorly. But I guess maybe if I do this, there's a corpse kill. That would be great. No. Okay, but that's fine, I guess. I'll try to get a charge attack. I'll try to explode myself and die. Very different play style on display now. What am I trying to do? There's no good dupe on the key. Don't have a transform. I don't know. Give me an earthquake. I don't I want to get into this position and just cheese it. Should have been thinking about that earlier, but it wasn't relevant in the previous zone. Okay, well, I guess I have to just pick up this key, and I have no way of. I should have saved this to warp the key if I'd been really thinking. I should have started taking this one seriously a bit earlier, actually. Like in zone, if I had taken this more seriously in not necessarily Zona 2, I don't think it would have made a difference. But I should have started taking it seriously when I saw I had this plus this. It's easy to get too much in the zone, I guess, of of just going and miss out on good opportunities. What am I doing here? I guess I'm cheesing again. Wait, why did I? Also, I could have duped horizontally, from here, and then recharged it and duped from there. But yeah, it's hard to care about chests that much right now. Like even if I got a 60 point Jogo, I'm just gonna let this end. I'm gonna let this end. I'm not happy with where we are here in Zona 3. Yeah, that could have been a perfectly good start. Like, but yeah, what I was starting to say is even if I left zone, or even if I left Jogo 1 with like 65 points or something, which is a lot. If if I don't have a good start to my build, I don't really care. What I'm really looking for is like my gems plus keys to be like 10 or more. And ideally like a cape, and yeah, sometimes you can even get an upgrade. Nice. I mean, don't really care about offense alone, but it's something. Okay, now look at that. Okay, now we're cooking. Now I'm a lot less. I'm not bummed. I wasn't really bummed anyways, but I'm not at all bummed that we reset that last run, because now this is looking to be very good. So we should really take this slow now and think about this. I guess I didn't consider that I might be getting into another really long Jogo here. Should I stop this episode here? Am I going to remember all the things that just happened? Do I even remember right now what just happened? I really was not paying attention. I was just autopilot going. That's really the trick of this, is to know when to switch from full autopilot grinding to full thinking. And usually it is like an instant, a moment where you should just instantly switch if Zona 1 goes really well. I guess that's a reason to if you're doing this, that's a reason to just reset if Zona 1, just don't even bother going with an okay, potentially gonna turn out really nice Zona 1 into Zona 2 and keep trying. Like unless the Jogo is instantly looking to be amazing like this in Zona 1, just reset, because you're not going to remember what happened in Zona 1, and then that's going to cause more problems if you start taking it more seriously later in the Jogo. Anyway, what was this? There was a lizard here, then a shrimp, then another lizard. It went all the way around. It probably tested for a side hit somewhere, but I'm not sure. Tested for the right wall. I mean, we can tell from just this and this that both of these tested for like the right wall, for instance, and that this tested for a refresh. This tested for like a corpse kill. I think well, this is still not long enough though. This is still not a long enough episode that it's gonna trick anybody. Everybody's gonna see under 2 hours. That's the only episode that's been under 2 hours so far, I think. Everybody's gonna skip ahead and see that I died. But so if this ends up being like 4 hours because I'm starting a new Jogo right now that I'm taking super seriously, then even more so, that's going to be like an indication that something strange is happening. So I could sit here and ramble some more, or I could just let it go right here and come back to this amazing start next time. Now I do want to continue this run because or continue this series because I'm excited about this, about what we can get here. I mean, it's possible that this is completely a nothing. This could still be a complete nothing burger of a Jogo if there's no treasure on any of my other ones, and it still could be like a meh. Like it could still end up being like only a decent Jogo if there are no opportunities for this wand to like refresh itself while also refreshing another wand. Like that other wand that gets refreshed also has to have treasure, right? But with build walls and break walls, like we'll test for build walls and break walls as soon as possible. We haven't tested for it on this, but we'll test for it within this, in this room. And yeah, with build walls and break walls, you can very often make things happen with this combo, refresh plus corner bounce. You can very often change the room layout, the walls, in order to set up a situation where where this wand is refreshing itself and then bouncing around and then refreshing something else that has something that's useful for treasure. So yeah, that's what we're going to do next time. We're going to play this out and hopefully have a great start. And I mean, I guess depending on what I wanted this series to be, the game has chosen a different vision for this video series for me. I mean, really, it wasn't really the game choosing, it was me being stupid and dying, but the universe has chosen a different vision for this series for me. But it's an arguably better vision anyway. Like, I was thinking that it would be nice to just do one full run, and even if it's bad, like, finish it out, and it would be interesting to see what kind of score I could get on a really unlucky run. But this is giving a more accurate picture of, like, you are going to reset a couple times. You're going to play the early game more than the late game. And honestly, at this point in my Cinco career, I do enjoy the early game more. Like especially like I was saying earlier, I think that was this episode. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I especially enjoy that kind of mid game that we were in when your build is just starting to come together. And yeah, one thing that I think is good about the game is that like I think it's very I think Cinco Paws is very balanced, like in terms of like I feel like I'm playing all of the different phases of the game like pretty much the exact amount, pretty much exactly as often as I want to. Like the late game is really cool, and um when you're on a really good run, it's really enjoyable to take it seriously, but often like especially when you have the cape, the late game does get a little bit repetitive. So it's nice to see every once in a while, but I like to spend more time in the early game. So I think it I guess what I'm saying is it's very different from a lot of roguelikes where I often feel like I have to play the early game again where I have no items and uh I have no items and I'm just kind of I'm just kind of zoned out and mindlessly getting to the part where things are going to be different from every other run. In Cinco Paws, like the early game is at least for me with the amount that I've played the game already, the early game at this point for me is the most exciting, and like especially the kind of early to mid game, like I was saying. I feel like I started to say something else before I went off into that tangent, but we're we're filling up some time here to to stretch out the video a little bit more. Uh, what else was I trying to say? Not sure. Anyway, I think this is a good enough length. Oh yeah, yeah. Here's what I wanted to say. Sorry, um, it's it's arguably a better vision that we've shifted to here if I continue this series, because it's giving a more accurate picture, but it's also we're probably not going to get screwed over with the cape again. We're going to get a decent cape in all likelihood on the second attempt, and I'll get to show more. It'll be more accurate for like a serious score chasing run, to have that. Like doing a full run without the cape would have still been really fun, and maybe even more fun for me at this point because I've done so many runs that are cape heavy. I mean, not that many, but usually I go for the full cape optimized build if possible. So I haven't spent as much time playing without the broken cape, and it's more challenging that way without the broken cape. So anyway, uh, that would have been interesting, but I think this will be more this will be more accurate. So maybe it'll end up being better, or maybe I'll die again. It happens. I make mistakes. I've made a bunch of mistakes in these videos, but sometimes you get away with it and sometimes you don't. Anyway, we'll pick up from here next time. See you then. Thanks for watching.